Okay, let's get into it. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is my first video here. So I'm going to be reacting to every opening to Fairy Tail. So I have not seen any of these. I have never watched any of the Fairy Tail anime whatsoever. Not a single episode. And I haven't seen any of the openings either, so I'm going in completely blind. I think about maybe 10 years or so ago, I read a couple volumes of the manga, but I don't remember anything about the story. I know there's the pink-haired guy who's named Natsu, and he's half dragon, I think. I think I remember he was like immune to fire or something. And then I don't remember the names of any other characters. There's like the black-haired guy, and there's like the red hair who's like a knight. I think something like that. The woman, I'm not entirely sure. So I really don't remember anything about the manga, of which I only read maybe one or two volumes, literally over 10 years ago, I think. And I have never seen any of the anime whatsoever. So I'm not like completely blind. I have like a little bit of exposure to some Fairy Tail material, but not much. I also saw a little bit of like Rave Master back in the day when they played that on Toonami, so I am like vaguely familiar with some of Mashima's other work, I guess, or at least Rave Master in particular. So that's kind of my background with the series. I will say Fairy Tail is like, you know, like a moderately popular shonen the entire time it was going on, so, you know, I've been into anime a while. You hear people discussing things, and like I said, I did read those few volumes of the manga, so it's not like I have no preconceptions about it. When I read the manga, I only read a few volumes because, you know, I just didn't really like it that much. The character work, character art, character designs, the artwork is all very good. It looks like kind of like early One Piece in a lot of ways, but it looks like a better version of early One Piece. I really like the art in early One Piece. One Piece, the art changes a lot, because Oda's been doing it for like 20 years, right? But the early art is like pretty distinctive, and Mashima has a style that's very similar to that, but I think even more refined. I kind of wish Oda's art went in a Mashima direction instead of the direction it went in, but that's neither here nor there. So I really like the artwork, but the story was just super bland. Even to me, like 10 years ago, whenever I read it, it was just super dull, super boring, and that seems to be like the consensus for a lot of people, which is why I think Fairy Tail never like really blew up. It was popular, but it was obviously never like a Naruto or a Bleach or a One Piece or Hero Academia or what have you popular. So you know, I don't expect to like fall in love with this series or even necessarily want to watch it by the end of watching all of these, but you know, it's possible. Anything's possible, so we'll see. Sorry, I don't mean to like ramble too long here, but I just want to give like some background and some expectations. I'm going to be ranking things as I go along, so by the end of this, I should be able to give you my top 5 of these and my like bottom 5, which ones I hate the most, so we'll go over that at the end. And other than that, yeah, I think we should just be able to get right into it, and if anything else comes to mind, I'll just, you know, I'll take a break here and pause things and speak my mind. But let's see if there are some good bangers in here. Alright. Showing our main characters, pretty standard anime stuff. Alright, I can remember all of these characters. Oh, there's the guy from Rave Master. He's still in this. I think I knew that at some point, but I'd forgotten about it. Blue, the carrot nose. Yeah, there he is. This song is completely okay. Alright, now I actually picked up a little bit. Hey. The character designs in this are good. I really do wish... Well, I don't know. That's pretty good. So you see like the red hair knight and like the angel wings at the end. I think I've seen that. Maybe a friend of mine showed me a scene with her fighting at some point when she does that transformation. I vaguely remember seeing that before. Okay, that was like a pretty standard shonen generic opening. You know, it was nothing special. I like the song well enough though. So by default, that's just going to go in the middle of my list so far, and then if I like the next one more than this, then I'll put it above it, and if I like it less, then I'll put it below, and I'll just do that kind of comparative sorting as we go along. The animation also wasn't anything to, you know, like talk about, or the direction wasn't super special. I don't know who animated the Fairy Tail anime. In my head, it was always like Toei. Toei, you know, they would just like pump out those Naruto episodes or those One Piece episodes, just like week after week after week in this like endless shonen production line fashion. So it was never like well crafted series for the most part. And in my head, that's what I thought Fairy Tail was, but I really don't know. I should look up who animated this series after this. But yeah, anyway, that was a pretty good start. Alright, I like the song better. It's like a little bit more embarrassing, but you know, it's it's like more cutesy kawaii. But I'm into that. We got the squad up here, alright. It's a pretty like boring title. Just like they threw it up there with no effects or anything. Alright, I definitely like this opening more than the first one. This one's kinda clean. See, this fight looks pretty cool. If the show was as cool as this fight is, then it would be like a pretty good show. I just know it can't be that good all the time. I don't know. Maybe, you know, by the end of this, maybe I will be convinced to give it a shot. I know the animation in openings is always better than, you know, the animation in the actual show. But if this is any reflection on the quality of the show, which it likely isn't, but if it is, then the show could be pretty good. And like I said, like, the characters look so good. I love these character designs. He's really good at that. Anyway, easily better than the first one. Not that the first one was bad, but that's a better one. Alright, so let's move on. Alright. So far, this is less than the second one, I would have to say. I do like that flute though, eh? This is like the villain squad, I guess. Alright. Our hero squatted up, alright, on the attack. We're gonna see, like, I'm gonna see this in every single one, so. Alright, that's pretty clean. It's pretty clean, pretty clean. Is Natsu doing the fire force flying by, like, shooting fire out of his feet? Is that what's going on there? That's pretty sick. I didn't know that happened. I don't care for Fire Force that much, but, you know, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I don't know. Okay, it's definitely less than 2, but I'll put it a little bit above 1. It's going to be hard to remember things as we go along, but I think that's how I feel about that one. I am not feeling this one so far. This is definitely the bottom of my list so far. Can it turn it around? It's getting a little better, but not enough better. This one is like barely animated so far. There is nothing happening. We got our villain squad again, alright. A lot of new villain squads. Every time the villain squad is like completely different, which is, and the character designs are always like pretty good. But like, I don't know. Like nothing's happening. Okay, fights, alright. That guy was a villain in the last one, wasn't he? Does he become a good guy? Is he a Piccolo? Is he a Vegeta? Is he a Yamcha? Is he a Tien? Is he a Majin Buu? Okay. It's actually kind of turning up in these last 15 seconds. I like this bit, but still on the whole, I'm going to have to say that's the weakest song and also probably the weakest video. So that's going to go at the bottom of my list so far. Bottom of my list out of 4 things, right? But, you know, let's move on.
Previously on Fairy Tail.
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to skip this. Yeah, so I just was able to download these independently, but I couldn't, like, verify if they were, like, right beforehand, right? Because otherwise it wouldn't be a genuine reaction if I looked at them beforehand. So there may be some little mishaps like that in here, but yeah.
愛も夢も君とならばマジカルに変わる最後の魔法をかけよう
Alright. It's a nice little squad picture, I appreciate that. The song's definitely better than the previous one too.
問題だらけのパワフルな世界に
Look at black hair in the hoodie. That was pretty good. Got an Egyptian dude, alright. Alright. Got our white cat. New villain squad, alright. That guy looks like someone from Gash Bell. What is going on here? Looked like a female version of Black Hair. I don't know if that's what that one was, but that's what that person looked like. These character designs are fire. Like this guy in the snake, that's a cool looking dude. I really do like this guy's artwork. I should revisit the manga just for that. Not that I think I'd necessarily love it, but just to see that. Okay, that was pretty good. You know, it's definitely better than the last one. The thing is, I like the song less than I like the song for 1 or even 3, but the video is better, so it's kind of difficult to balance them. For the sake of moving on, I'm just going to put it between where I have 1 and 3 right now, but you know, you could kind of do whatever you want. It's kind of arbitrary. Let me, yeah. That sounded like the opening to like One Piece, like opening 3 or something. You know what I'm talking about? This does sound like a One Piece opening. This one does, in my opinion. Is this person related to Black Hair main character? They gotta be, right? One would think, but maybe not. Who is this red hair guy? This one's like fine. It's perfectly generic. It's basically just as generic as the first one was, but I at least like the song for the first one better. So I think this is going to go probably just above the bottom of my list, I think. This is going to be right above number 4. Number 4 so far is still my least favorite of these, but this one's perfectly fine. Alright, so this is going, for right now, number 6 is going second from the bottom. Alright, let's see what number 7 has. I didn't even dislike number 6, it was perfectly fine. Number 4 is the only one that I was like, kinda like, I kinda don't care with it so far. Is that Natsu's dad? Alright, Gen Freaks. He has like some big Gen Freaks energy, that guy does. Not Genjin, I was pronouncing his name wrong. Gen Freaks. Alright. He looks like Shanks, but he has Gen Freaks energy. Oh, that white cat is a reoccurring character and she has some trauma? That's funny, I didn't expect that. There are more animal characters. Are they the center of this arc? It looks like everything's kind of like centered around them, I would guess. I'm into the song. I'm into this. That was probably my second or third favorite so far. I don't mean to start this quite yet. Let me make sure I have my list in legible order. So that was number 7. Number 7, I'm gonna put in third place for now. That's where I'm putting that. All right, so let's move on. Number 8. Not sure how I'm feeling about this song so far. It could be a banger. We'll see when it drops. Okay, that drop was not sufficiently good enough. Alright. Not good enough. Rock City Boy? Alright. Well, they got me singing along. Oh, wait, hold on. This one's kind of popping off, actually. I was talking mad trash about this at the beginning, but it got going. This one got going, alright. Yeah. Rock City Boy? I don't care if it was a breakdown. That's fine. I really feel like it should have ended about 15 seconds ago. I don't think this addition is necessary. Oh, Rock City Boy? Okay, if that one had ended about 15 to 20 seconds earlier, I think this probably would have taken my number 2 spot. Going on a little bit too long. I know all of these are like a minute 30, but you know, I think the song was timed correctly to end maybe at a minute 15, you know. Anyway, as it stands, this is going to be my new third place here, but it could have been second place. That was quite nice. Rock City Boy. I like this. This is electronic, it's high energy. Which reminds me of a very like 2005 anime opening. I feel like stuff like this around that time sounded like that. It makes me think of like that original Fate Stay Night anime before Fate took over the entire scene. I'm just a sucker for music like this. I don't know. In anime openings specifically, it's good. Seeing all these character introductions, there's so many characters in this series. How long is Fairy Tail, the manga? The thing had to be like 50 volumes, didn't it? Was it running weekly? Was it running in Jump? I don't even know. A lot of drama going on. That's cool. I can't quite infer what's going on in the story in any of these. I guess that would make sense, but you know, that was pretty cool. Nothing to write home about in terms of like the animation and direction. I did like the story, and you know, there have been like worse directed openings so far that I've seen. So I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that between 7 and 5. Which one's this? This is number 9. I did enjoy that. I've just enjoyed some others more. Who is this? He has Natsu's. Well, I guess, whatever. Oh, the tree's breaking. That's unfortunate. There's a black one now? Black cat? Alright. Everybody jump up. Hands up, jump up. Bump up. Alright, I thought the beginning, opening like 30 seconds of that were very underwhelming, but it really kind of picks up, and those last 30 seconds are pretty good. Very middling production on almost all of these. I can't say I was like impressed by any of the visuals in any of them, even though some of like the fight scenes are like pretty cool. Like, you know, we've all seen better openings than I think all of these so far, even the ones I've enjoyed. But you know, they're good. I enjoyed this one. Really, still number 4 is the only one I can say I haven't liked so far. Everything else I liked to some degree or another. I'm gonna put this one. The thing is, I didn't like the opening 30 seconds of this one, so it's kind of hard for me to place it overall, and it's also hard for me to remember how I felt about some of the earlier ones. But I'm gonna put this is number 10, right? I'm gonna say it's like tied with number 1. Because number 1 was pretty mid, but it was like consistently mid, and this one's like pretty varied, so I'll just put it equal to number 1. Number 11, let's go. Alright, they have like some light flashing across it. That's what I wanted from like the earlier versions of this. They would always just have this like the logo pop onto the screen, and it would just stay there stationary. I was like, put some effects on it. New crew over here? Alright. Got some people wiggling their butts. Alright, I'll take it. Wait, I like that person. Another perfectly fine one. I'm gonna say that's on the same level as number 5 over here. It's hard for me to like do these comparisons, you know, because I have to like try and remember every single opening I've seen. But yeah, I think that was like maybe a little bit above average for what I've seen here. The quality for all these videos isn't necessarily the highest, but it was just the highest I could find. Without looking at them in advance, you know. They really took their time to bring up the logo this time. Now, I like how it flashed, I like the effects, but they should have done that a little bit faster. Been a little bit snappier in that. Is that the Millennium Puzzle in the background? What was that? I swear that was the Millennium Puzzle. Yukimoto about to pop up in this bitch? Alright, I may have to give up on this ranking gimmick, because it's too hard for me to remember exactly where everything is. I think this is tied with where I had number 9. I think this is where I would put that, but it's so hard. At some point, I'm just kind of making arbitrary decisions. But, you know, it's all in good fun. It's not like a serious thing. I'm just trying to do my best here. Got a lot of balloons here. The opening to that music, it made me think of like the 5th Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's opening, the English version. Going fast makes me feel alive. This guy with his small ass face. Alright. Yo, is this a tournament arc? We in a tournament arc? They're in the Coliseum. Alright, I'm into that. People hate on tournament arcs, but I like it. These character designs are all good. I love it. They're all creative, they're all colorful. I feel like this is kind of like what Oda goes for. Oda like really goes over the top with it. That's fine. I have nothing bad to say about Oda's character designs, but they're kind of a lot often. But this guy has like the perfect balance of that for my taste. I really appreciate what he does. Mashima. Got a little fan service. That's the first bit of fan service I can like really remember seeing. There may have been some quick panty shots. I don't remember seeing any at all, honestly, but there may have been something I missed. But that was the first clear thing I've noticed. I'm not a big fan service guy, but you know, that's fine. Alright, that one was perfectly fine, perfectly generic opening. I'm gonna say number 1 is my standard for like perfectly mid opening, so I'm just gonna say that one's paired, tied with number 1. Also tied with number 10. So yeah, this was, sorry, what number was this? This was 13, right? It'll correct me if I'm right. Yeah, that was 13. Alright. We still in the tournament arc. The tournament arc lasts 2 openings, so that's at least 26 episodes. Possibly 39 to 52. That was a great way to have the opening pop in. I know I'm always commenting on that, but it was very weak in the first few openings, so I don't know. I'm paying attention to it now. These characters seem kind of fire. Alright. Alright. When the beat dropped, they got into the fighting. This is very, very classic stuff. Alright, I enjoyed that one. That was in my top third for sure. I'm going to put that tied with number 9 and tied with number 12. Seems like we may get a slower one or a little bit more of a, I don't know, melodramatic one, this one. It seems like some stuff you could have just heard on American radio in like 2009, you know what I mean? Like this exact song would have been playing, just give it some English vocals. I really like that light flash on that one, that was nice. Okay, actually, I'm kind of into this. Did I see Boa? There's no way Boa's doing the vocals for this. Hey! Na 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 na. Oh, na 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 na. Oh. Hiro! That's what I get for trying to read the subtitles. That one was nice. Okay. That was also in my top third for sure. I'm going to say that's also tied with the last one, with number 14, number 9, number 12. I'm going to give it a slight edge over those, though, I think. If I have to make a decision, then I'm going to put a note that I like it a little bit more than those. But it's basically tied. That one is good. Actually, yeah, I definitely like it a little bit more than those. It's just like, this reminds me of the Darker Than Black opening. It may be the exact same band, for all I know. Like, okay, opening coming on with some style now, I appreciate that. Forming out of the flames. Large giant crystal. This crew is going through a lot of adventures. They're going through a lot of varied settings. I must have seen at least 200 character designs in these openings by now. That's crazy. Alright, that rap. I kinda like that rap. That was pretty good. Those colors? I love the way that looks. That rainbow explosion energy beam was actually like one of the more impressive visual things. You know, just things that like actually caught my eye and it's like, oh, that I've seen in these so far. Not that that was even like a spectacular thing or anything, but you know, that was pretty cool. It's hard for me to remember how much I liked my favorite ones so far. So I don't know. That was definitely one of the ones I liked the most. But like right now, number 2 and number 3 are at the top of my list, and I can't remember how much I like them. So I don't really know. I'm just gonna put this in an arbitrary place and say this is my number 3 so far. That's really just an arbitrary guess because I already can't remember, but that's where I think it should go. Sounds like it doesn't anymore. It did sound like what's the name of that thing? Whatever, it doesn't matter.
No
Wow.
絆だけ信じて茨道を突き進めわがまま気ままな dreamer
Definitely not too got embarrassed about something. I didn't catch what it was, but that's cool. I love like the line work animation in the background. They're gonna do that for every character. I love that. That looks sweet. I don't know why I like that, but it looks really cool. Is that the villain squad in the background there? That squad look cool. I like that. I'm gonna say that's tied with. I have a lot of them tied a little bit over number 1 here, so I'll put it there. We'll see. We'll see how things turn out. That was good. You better break out your world? Alright. Who says blue hair on the left? Have we seen her before? We almost definitely have. This is like one of the One Piece color spreads, you know what I mean? I like that. My guess is that there probably are like fairy tale color spreads, and that's just what these are. You're always there for me. So they will never know. That's alright. That was pretty good. I like that one. I'm gonna have that tied with number 7. Right now, my top 5 are in order are number 2, 3, 15, 18. 2, 3, 15, 8, and 7. 7 is tied with this one. Which one was this? This was what? I guess I'll just go to the next one and see. In 18. All right. So I'm gonna have to eliminate one of these by the end, but we'll see. All right. Wait, that character looks kind of cool with that eye. Yo! Alright. Is that electricity? Natsu seems to get strong enough to destroy the city block at some point, so that's pretty cool. It's weird. I've watched, I guess, 19 of these at this point, and I have no idea what goes on in the story. There is a tournament arc at some point, and I can say none of the main characters die, it doesn't seem like. But yeah, I was worried that maybe I'd see some spoilers in here, but like I do not have context for anything. I do not know what's going on at all. That's I guess that's what an opening should be. Yeah, so for that I'm gonna say that's tied You know, the thing is, the production for opening 1 was so low to my memory. Not that it was bad, but it was like, it really didn't have anything going for it. It's pretty easy to beat number 1. I'm going to put this above number 1, but below number 11 and 5. Alright, let's move on. Got some nice Greninja. Oh, let's move on here.
Just be myself.
I think I'm... Wait, hold up. Yeah, I'm missing number 20. I'm going to have to go back and watch number 20. For now, I'm going to just continue with this.
Just be myself. この世界で終わらない夢追いかけ Speed up, speed up 走り出した根拠なき想い今 Just be myself.
That's kind of a fire way to start that. Okay, hold up. Natsu got that One Piece captain jacket on. I'm making a lot of One Piece comparisons here, but she's got that torn ass shirt showing her cleavage all over the place. Not much fan service in these openings, but definitely some. It's been present. Doesn't Red Hair have like a mode that's like she's basically just completely nude when she's fighting? I feel like I've seen that. That looked cool. When he's like glowing red, it has like a Sage Mode Naruto look. That's pretty cool. Just be myself. That was good. I'm putting it in this large tie block over here. Let me make a note to myself to go back and watch number 20 before this is all said and done. Sorry I didn't have that in the list. Oh, here it is. Alright. I don't know why it was out of order. I love the way that jacket looks. Looks like a more modern version of Law's jacket from One Piece. You know what I mean? It's like a little tank top version. Hey, my boy Natsu with the drip. All right. You gonna do a Kamehameha wave? Yo. Wait, was that a JoJo's reference? I don't even mean that as a joke. I didn't mean that as a meme. It literally looked like a JoJo's reference. I'm going with my fellows. I like that. It's at this point, it's like way too hard for me to remember where I think things should be in relationship to each other. I really didn't like that though. I guess I'll tie it with number 15 here. I don't know. That's hard to say. I did enjoy that though. I'm going with my fellows. 0, eh? Alright. Zero. This is the best produced of them all so far. Is this like a new series? I think I read there was like a new series towards the end, and that would make sense because this one has much better production values than everything we've seen so far. It's not my favorite song, but this is, even in terms of production, it's not like my favorite of the openings, but it's like, in terms of quality, it really is the best one. This one, like, I've seen like 1,000 explosion in these so far, but that was the best looking explosion they put up. That kind of looks like the girl from Chobits. Chobits? Chobits? I guess it's Chobits. TV Tokyo Dentsu. Alright, that was definitely one of the better ones. In terms of pure production, if you just showed me the animation for the opening, I would have to say that was the best one. Not necessarily my favorite, but the best one. And the song was also, you know, pretty good. So I'm gonna slide that one into my top 5 so far. I'm gonna say that one's equal to number 8. Again, this is all kind of arbitrary because I don't even remember what the early ones were like, but that's where I'm gonna slide that one into. You know, I'm gonna slide that even higher. Really, if I must be for real, let's put it up there. All right.
どんなに遠く遠く離れていたって信じ続けてればねえほら泣いて泣いて顔を上げて一緒に前に進もう
Not a huge fan of the way the logo came in that time, but it was fine. You could also just do like a Neko Pada Pada opening. I'd actually be okay with it. This red-haired guy is still here. Alright. Is he like related to her? I guess she must be. Look at all the girls. Look at all the bros. We've seen so many characters. These character designs are all good. I keep saying that, but stuck in a crystal. Fairy Tail. I'm just now remembering that Fairy Tail is the name of the guild they're in. Like I said, I really did not remember anything. Cloverworks was animating at least these seasons. I doubt they were animating those earlier ones I was seeing, but yeah. That one was pretty good. This was number 22, right? Or this is 23. Oh, we're almost at the end. All right. There's like so much recency bias. Recency bias is a real thing. I just can't remember earlier ones. So I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna say it's tied with 21, but it's so hard for me to say. All right, moving on. This video is pretty low quality, but I don't know. I can't check it ahead of time. We'll see how this song goes. All right, the song won me over. It doesn't take much for me. It's just some Sergeant Frog stuff. This reminds me of the dragon from that time I was reincarnated as a slime. Some Veldora Tempest stuff going on here. Yo, I like the samurai sword look on her. Her hair tied back in the ponytail? That was fire. That's a good shot. I like that. Alright, that was good. I enjoyed that. What's this? Oh, I guess I should skip this. Wait, what was that last one? Because I had it down as 24. Am I... That was 25. Alright. This is going kind of out of order. My apologies. The thing is, it's hard for me to check ahead of time, you know. Wait, hold on. This may be the best one. Alright, this is the best one. From a production standpoint, hands down, this is the best one. And the song's pretty fire too. Not my favorite song I've heard, but it's good enough paired with the production, the direction in this this opening. This is the good stuff. We are down by law. Real A1 Picture, Cloverworks. Hey, Veldora Tempest back up in this. We do it for real. That was fire. All right, that was my number one. That was my number one so far. All right, so this is 25. I guess we're moving into 26 here. So let's see what the jig is for the very last one. Well, it's not as good as the last one, I'll tell you that. Straight up, spoke a little bit too soon. This could pull it off. I really doubt it's going to, but it's not bad. That guy looks cool. That power looks cool. That guy looks cool. A lot of the stuff. They had the Yuta cubes. Yutapon cubes? You know what I'm talking about? Is it just that one animator that does that? Or... Because I've seen that in so many things now. Why is that like a trend? What is this guy? That looks ridiculous. Not necessarily even in a bad way, but it's kind of silly. Does Natsu become like full Ninetales Fox and he just like straight up turns into a dragon? Alright, that was good. I enjoyed that. Oh, and that's the end of that. Okay, well. Alright, that was pretty good. Where do I want to put this one? I'm going to just put this in the great big middle over here. So, alright. Like I said, I shouldn't take this list too seriously. Recency bias is a huge thing, but as it stands so far, my top 5 are in order. My number 1 was opening 25. My number 2 was opening number 2. That fits. My number 3 was opening number 3. I guess that works really well. And then tied for number 3 was number... number 4 was number 15, and tied for number 4 was also number 22. So my top 5 in order are number 25, opening 2, opening 3, opening 15, and opening 2. Those are my top 5. And then my bottom 5 are going to be... that works out well. Alright, so number 5, or I guess number 21, my 21st least favorite was opening 1, followed by opening 10, followed by opening 13, followed by opening 6, and then last at the very bottom of the list was opening 4. I gotta say I'm glad that nothing got worse than that, in my opinion. Because opening 4 was like pretty early on, right? So, I mean, given I have like my little recency bias thing going on, but even given that, I was worried. I would have expected something to come in at like below number 4, but we got to the bottom pretty early, so there was nowhere to go but up. And yeah, on the whole, you know, these were kind of generic shonen openings, but you could see the production value increasing over time. And all the songs were good except for that song for number 4. I didn't love all of them, but none of them were bad, and some of them were straight up bangers. And yeah, they were cool. I can't say I have any idea what's going on in the story, even though I just spent 45 minutes watching all of this. And those character designs are fire, and the fight scenes look cool, but I did not understand anything that was going on. You know, it's just a lot of information to take in such a short period of time. And it's hard to remember what you're seeing, which makes these comparisons difficult. But it was still an enjoyable experience. I'm going to definitely, well, I want to go back and watch some of them again, but I also don't want to like actually pick up on anything because I don't want to be spoiled in case I decide to pick up the manga or the anime at some point. Which is, I was kind of hesitant to even do this video, to be honest, but I just thought it would maybe be a good way to start off doing this kind of stuff. I don't know. Anyway, don't take that list too seriously, but those were my initial impressions, the best I could. Hope you enjoyed watching or whatever. I'll maybe drop a link to my my anime list down in the whatever. So if you want to suggest something for me to react to, if it's a series, then you can see what series I've seen by clicking on that link. And if there's anything else you want to see me do, create, make, whatever, you know, the standard YouTube stuff, just leave me a suggestion. I have no expectations for any of this right now, so if you suggest something and it's within my power, there's a very high probability that I'll try and get to it as soon as possible. And then right now the only other thing I have planned is maybe reacting to Attack on Titan when it starts, and maybe doing like a Black Clover opening reaction. But if there's any other series or show you want, just hit your boy up. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it, and have a great one.